Let's get ready to rumble, Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. How are you all doing? This here is your July 2023 bonus reading, where basically I'm just looking for situations, details, and whatnot that didn't make it into the main monthly reading for whatever reason. If you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, though, please check the description of this video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. For those of you catching this video in time, tomorrow, July 8th, 2023, we will be doing another round of 2222 live mini readings. So for those of you who are new to my channel, that's not something I do very often. Usually once, maybe twice a year. So for those of you who want in on that, the information is on my website, tarotwithrich.com, and that is in the description of this video. All right. Starting these off here with the next person coming in. What's due to come in next? This deck here is just yelling at me. I don't know why. What's due to come in next for Scorpio? What's coming in next? Next person coming in. Three of Cups. Seven of Wands. Devil card. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Yep, there's a past person involved here. I don't know who's doing this. Somebody here. I can't tell if it's you or them. We'll see in a minute. Somebody here is just looking for a booty call fresh out of a relationship. Yep. Tower card, Six of Swords reversed. Look. Somebody just got broke up with, so now they're trying to get a quick little booty call. Uh-oh. You feel it too, don't you? You can tell there's I'm not going to say there's a third party. You could say that in a way. But I feel like there's a third energy in here. And the third energy is somebody from the past. So... Two of Wands, Seven of Wands. You feel it. You feel it. You can tell something's fishy. You can tell something's fishy. Okay. I don't know if you're going for this or not, but yep, your spidey senses be tingling. Okay, it could be an Aries for some of you. I got Aries and Capricorn here. Let's look at their energy then. They energy, they intentions. Let's see what's going on with this person here. What's their true energy intentions? What are some things to watch out for? Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, see? They just separated from somebody. Yep, Fool card reverse. Yeah, they just separated from somebody. Yep, they carry past vibrational baggage. I don't think they're trying to fall in love. See, they're playing games to take their mind off of somebody in the past. I didn't think that was you. I didn't think that was you. Lover's card reversed. See, look. They're still losing sleep. Where'd it go? No. They're still losing sleep over somebody in the past. Queen of Cups reversed. King of Swords upright. King of Wands reversed. This feels like a test. This feels like a test, honestly. It could be a Taurus for some of you. Also have Gemini and Aries here. Yep, feels like a test. Some of you have been in this situation before. So, look, situations will repeat themselves over and over and over and over until you demonstrate to the universe that you've learned whatever lesson you needed to learn, and then you don't need to be put through that experience again. Well, let's see the outcome then. What's the outcome? Oh, Seven of Swords reversed. You calling them out, ain't you? You calling them out. Death card. Seven of Swords reversed. Yeah, you ain't playing this shit. I don't think you playing that shit. See? Some of you might end up sleeping with this person. Might end up sleeping with them, might end up hooking up. But I do think you're going to move on from this. I think you're going to slam the door shut on this situation, move on from it. Yeah, you can tell this person's playing games. Let's get the advice. Man, that was quick. That came through with the quickness. What's the advice? Advice, 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 advice. What is the best advice? Boom. Look, listen to your intuition. I know that sounds corny and cheesy. Now, here's the thing when it comes to listening to your intuition. This is where we fuck up. Where we fuck up is your intuition tells you something, and then your ego immediately jumps in there trying to figure out exactly what your intuition is telling you. Don't do all that. Don't drive yourself nuts trying to figure out all the specifics and all of the details. Something feels off. It's off. That's all that matters. It's all that matters. Death card. If it feels off, it's off. Don't try to figure out why it's off. Don't sit there driving yourself nuts, keeping yourself awake at night, trying to figure out what's off. What is it that they're doing? What are they lying about? What are they really up to? This, that, the third, and the other thing. Don't matter. This feels off. Something feels off. Something feels funny. And I just don't believe that if you were somebody who was supposed to occupy a giant position in my life, I don't think it would feel this funny. I just don't think it would. So when it feels off, listen to it. It's off. You know what happens whenever you pass a test, right? You know what happens when you pass a test? You level up. When you pass a test, you level up. You don't have to look at it as you being tested if you don't want to. It doesn't matter how you choose to perceive the situation, but you will be required to demonstrate when you're ready to level up. You'll have to demonstrate that. And the universe will put you through that experience over and over and over and over and over and over. And if you keep, because clients come to me very frequently for readings and they say, why do I keep attracting the same kind of people into my life? And it's like, well, it depends on what perspective you want to look at that from. Because obviously the energetic perspective is like frequency attracts like frequency. But let's pop away from the energies and let's look at the spiritual perspective. When you're going to do something different, the universe keeps putting you in the same situation and you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Don't work like that. Don't work like that, boo-boo. Sorry. But I don't think the majority of you need that advice. If it feels off, if it feels weird, if it feels funny, you can kind of tell you're dealing with somebody that isn't really trying to get to know you. Not really. You know, I mean, it's usually pretty obvious. Now, there's some pretty creative, shady people out there who are very good at pretending to be interested in you and interested in getting to know you. It's usually pretty easy to spot. If you agree with every fucking thing I say, my spidey senses are tingling. My spidey senses are tingling. You agree with everything I say? Everything? Everything. Ain't no way you agree with everything I say. There's something's off there. You got to have some viewpoint that goes against one of my viewpoints. Just natural. That's just normal. We can't agree on everything. You know, okay, big red flag. Big red flag. You meet somebody new. And you immediately feel like the most special human being that ever walked the face of this earth. Big red flag. Big red flag. I'm not saying that the person shouldn't be nice and courteous and whatnot, but whenever it's usually you got somebody love bombing you, making you just feel like the most special thing that ever walked on 2 feet. Red flag. Red flag. They love bombing you. They're manipulating you. They're trying to get something out of you. Mm-hmm. Oh, you'll learn eventually. If you haven't learned that lesson yet, you will. Promise you that right there. All right. Now we're looking at the new person. If you are not inquiring about somebody new who just showed up in your life, this is not for you. How are things looking between Scorpio and the new person? You may be questioning how mature this person is. There could be an age difference for some of you. Either an age difference or you're just really questioning this person's maturity. With that Page of Wands energy there. Temperance reversed. There's a lot of pages here. Ah, yeah, you're questioning this person's maturity. Yep. But, I mean, I think initially there's some nervousness and some uneasiness on your end, but that's slowly kind of going away. I think you're kind of coming to terms with the idea that this person isn't playing games. They are just a little bit immature. And there's a difference between being a bad person and being immature. And being immature means that you can't really help it. You know, you can't really help it. You got some learning to do. You still have some development to do. You still have some maturity. And I think you do see the red flags, but they're manageable red flags. Okay. There's all different. Usually when we hear that word red flag, we immediately think deal breaker. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You know that there are so many red flags that if we would just bring it to the table and talk about it in the beginning, like we could save this connection. We could save it. You know? Like your actions don't match up with your words. Let's talk about it. Yo, I could have swore a couple days ago you said this, but now you're doing that. Did I hear you wrong? I could be wrong. Maybe I misunderstood you. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding you now. Could you please clear that up for me? What did you mean the other day when you said this, if you're doing that? You know, that type of thing. Lay it on the table. So just in case they are trying to slide one past you, they realize, oh shit, Scorpio paying attention to what comes out of my mouth. Oh damn, Scorpio ain't playing that game. I better watch my mouth when it comes to Scorpio. Scorpio gonna fucking hold me accountable. Okay, we can nip that shit in the butt real quick. So okay, hang on. Let's dig their energy up a little bit deeper. Let's dig their energy up a little bit deeper. How do they feel about you at the deepest level, and what do their energy and intentions look like? Knight of Wands reversed. Four of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, so they do have a fear of abandonment. They do. They do have low self-confidence, but I think they want commitment. I do think they want commitment. I don't know, man. This person's kind of wishy-washy a little bit, especially if this person's kind of young. I mean, I've seen people in their 40s do this shit, believe it or not, but I think they kind of go back and forth. Ultimately, at the deepest level, I do think that they want commitment. I think their biggest problem is being afraid of abandonment. That's their biggest problem. Fear of being ghosted. Yeah, this person's very wishy-washy, back and forth. One day they really want commitment. The next day they're scared they're going to get ghosted. Next day they really want commitment. The next day they're scared they're going to get ghosted, so they want to protect their heart. Yeah, a little bit wishy-washy, I'm not going to lie. A little bit wishy-washy. And like I've said before, not too many fixed signs have a tolerance for wishy-washiness. Not really. That's a big fixed sign pet peeve, isn't it? Okay. Could be an Aries. Also have Leo, Taurus. Aries, Leo, and Taurus. Okay. Let's see the outcome then. What's the outcome for the month of July? Outcome for the month of July. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Uh-oh, Five of Swords. Well, it's not. I think. Yeah, it feels like this connection is getting weaker and weaker by the end of the month. By the end of the month, I think that you're thinking to yourself, you know what? I don't really know if I want to commit to this. Don't really know if this is something I should commit to. You're trying to hang in there. But man, if this damn Emperor reversed, it just keeps coming up in every spread. And all these pages and knights, pages, knights, and all kings come up in the reverse. This person's just too immature. They're just too immature. So the question is, do I want to put up with this immaturity while this person grows, develops, and matures? Or do I want to take the chance on possibly wasting my time? Especially if there's not an age difference. Like if this person's 30, 35 years old and they still have the mentality of an 18-year-old, what's the likelihood that by the time y'all 50, they still going to have the mentality of an 18-year-old? Do you want to take that chance? That's the question. That is the question. All right, well, let's get the advice. What's the advice? Six of Pentacles reversed. So sometimes it's okay to put yourself first. It's okay. As long as you're solid with your intentions and you know that you're not putting yourself first just to be selfish. But it's like, no, I have goals in this life. I have things that I want to experience in this life. And wasting a big chunk of my life with somebody who is immature and doesn't really have the brains or the maturity to, you know, be my teammate is not one of those things I want to experience in this life. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt and the beer koozie. I'm good on that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with walking away. Like I always tell everybody, I give it a month. I give it a month. Go ahead and give it 2 months if you want. I think that's a little bit too generous, but I say 1 month. 30 days of consistently talking to, spending time with, going on dates with, and especially sleeping with somebody. 30 days of that, there should be 3 things that you are absolutely certain of. How this person feels about you, what their intentions are, and whether or not you can trust them. If you are confused about any of those 3 things after 1 month, that's a problem. That's a problem. A question that people in my line of work get very frequently is, how will I know when I've found the one? Well, quit looking at it like that. Don't look at it like that. That's too much. That's too much all at once. Okay. Don't focus on whether or not they are the one. Ask yourself this. Do I trust you? And that's a pretty heavy fucking question to ask. Most people are so accustomed to not trusting people that they think it's normal. They're so accustomed to it. You know, when you ask your person, so what'd you do last night? And they say, well, me and my mom went out to eat. And then we came home and I helped her do the dishes. And then I went home and went to bed. And you hear that and you just feel it. You're like, you're leaving something out. You're hiding something. There's something you're not telling me. I don't know how big the secret is you're keeping, but there's something's off. You can't prove it. You can't put a finger on why, but you just don't fully trust. You know, whenever you see a text message come in and they're over there pecking around on their phone, you say, "Oh, who's that?" "Oh, that was my uncle. That's my uncle. My cousin had a baseball game on Saturday and they won 4-1, some shit, you know." And it's like, that wasn't your uncle. No, it wasn't. I just feel it. That feeling should not be there. That feeling should not be there. That lack of trust should not be there. So if you're still feeling like that after a month, that's a problem. That's a problem. Why don't you trust your person? Doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter if your intuition is picking up on something fucked up about them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. When you're dealing with somebody that you can really, truly, genuinely trust, that feeling is not there. You might hear some ego monkey chatter happening up here in your head. Oh, what if this? What if that? What if this? But there's no feeling attached to it. There's no feeling attached to it. Look for that. Simply look for that. Don't worry about whether or not they are the one. Don't even ask yourself that question. Ask yourself, do I trust you? If you feel like coming to me and asking me how somebody feels about you, that's a problem. Why do you not know how they feel about you? Why are you confused about their feelings? That's a problem. Do you believe that that's the person the universe picked for you? Do I know how you feel about me? Do I know what your intentions are? Do I know that I can trust you? Ask yourself those 3 questions. All right. General. General, career, finance, friends, family, anything but romance. Knight of Wands reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. Okay. So you had a falling out with somebody, either a friend or a family member. For those of you, whoever comes to mind when I say that, no romance though. No romance. Either a friend or a family member that you fell out with in the past. Whoever the first person that comes to mind is that's not a romantic love interest. If you're wondering whether or not this person is going to communicate with you, they know what they want to say to you, but for whatever reason, they're not saying it. They're not saying it. They were waiting on you to see if you were ever going to come back and try to patch things up with them, but they're no longer waiting on you. I think they've kind of given up on that. No, they have not gotten over it. Yes, they are still holding on to some resentment and bitterness. They want closure. They do. But they don't want to swallow their pride and be the one to reach out. They do not. So, probably a good thing, too, honestly. Especially if you were done wrong, and I mean clearly done wrong. You know, you deal with those people who clearly fuck somebody over and they refuse to take ownership. That's not somebody you need in your life. That is not somebody that you need in your life. Because no, I don't feel like this person is planning on apologizing, clearing things up. I think that they know what they want to say to you, but they still want to try to guilt trip you and play mind games with you. Yeah. Yeah, they want closure, but their closure is you apologize for what they did to you. They're still trying to figure out some kind of sort of way to flip whatever they did on you. You made me do it. Man, I have literally met people in my life who have successfully manipulated somebody into apologizing for them cheating on them. Like they cheated on the person and then manipulated the person into apologizing. There are fucking people out there that sick. With the 5 of Swords, King of Swords, King of Wands reversed, I'm kind of feeling like that's the type of person that you're dealing with. I don't think this is somebody I think the disrespect is all the closure you need. I have to tell this to clients very frequently. Will I ever get an apology? Honestly, probably not. Probably not. That is a huge part of the spiritual path. Huge part of the spiritual path. I got to figure out how to move forward, heal, find my closure, and release this without getting my apology. Think about it. If you can't do that, You're giving that person all your power. I'm not going to let go of this resentment until you do something. Your action. Think about how crazy that sounds. I am choosing to poison myself with resentment because of something you did. I'm poisoning myself because of your actions. And I'm not going to stop poisoning myself with resentment until you take the action I want you to take. You have all my fucking power. All of it. All of it. Come on now. The disrespect was the closure. Let's get some general advice. General advice. Mm-hmm. Let's get some general advice. Mm-hmm. Hermit. Learn the power of alone time. That doesn't mean, see, the hermit is very wise. He's not like just a typical loner. He just understands how to utilize alone time appropriately. He doesn't need to constantly be distracted with noise just to distract himself from his own thoughts. From time to time, he has to go separate himself from the noise and the chaos and the bullshit so that he can extract wisdom from his experiences, so that he can gather his thoughts. Okay, that's why the hermit is so wise. Every now and then you got to get out of the fucking noise and the bullshit. Gather your thoughts, then get back out there in the noise. Do not take on burdens that aren't yours to take on. Unless two things. You're in the position to do so, and you do it with no expectations. I cannot tell you how many times I'm scrolling through social media and you scroll past this post that says this, and I quote, "I'm done helping people. I'm always there when people need me. Then when I need somebody, nobody is anywhere to be found. I hear crickets." And it's like, yo, you telling on yourself. You telling on yourself. That means you ain't helping people out of pure unconditional love. That means you got ulterior motives. You got ulterior motives. Let me tell you a little something about me. I flat out refuse to loan people money. I refuse. If I hand you money, it's yours. Keep it. I don't want it back. If I help you with something, I don't need anything in return. I'm not doing it because I'm holding it over your head and expecting you to get me back one of these days. There's some people out there who will do that. You know, they'll rush into your life and they'll think, man, you know, you ever have that person? They do that. They'll start thinking, oh my God, man, this person is so cool. Whoa, you're nice. Constantly doing all kinds of favors for you. Then the next thing you know, you owe them, right? Next thing you know, they want something from you. They rush in and do you a bunch of favors you don't even fucking ask them to do, and then guilt trip you like you owe them. Fuck you. No, it don't roll like that. No. Do not take on burdens that aren't yours to take on unless you're in the position to do it, and you do it with no expectations. Oh, I haven't had this one in a while. You are not required to keep somebody in your life who treats you like shit just because y'all share blood. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you my mama. I don't care if you my daddy. I don't care if you my brother. I don't care if you my sister. The fact that me and you share blood does not give you a license to treat me like shit. No. Who the fuck you think you is? If you're toxic, if you drain my vibration, if you shoot down my dreams, if you constantly make me feel like shit, constantly shaming me, guilt tripping me, you're just trying to pull me down every time I'm around, I don't care who you is. Bye. Later, tater. Deuces. And lastly, if you find yourself in the presence of anybody that you are bending over backwards to try to win their approval, that is not somebody you need in your life. Not somebody you need in your life. If you have people in your life who don't already intrinsically see your value without you having to prove it to them, that's not somebody you need in your life. But again, this requires you to go inside and have a conversation with yourself. Am I actually a high value individual? If the answer is no, that's cool. We're all humans. We've all been there. I got some work to do. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. However, if I know that I'm a valuable asset to somebody's life and you fail to see it, I'm not proving shit to you. I'm not wasting my time trying to prove to you how good of a person I am. I'm not wasting my time explaining myself so that you'll understand my value and you'll understand my intentions. If you don't see my value and you can't see my intentions, that's your problem, not mine. You can think what you want about me. I don't give a diddly jack shit what you think about me. You can think in one hand, you can shit in the other, and tell me which one fills up first. I know where my heart is, and I know what my intentions are. The universe also knows where my heart is, and the universe knows what my intentions are. The universe blesses me based on where my heart really is and what my intentions really are, not what you think about me. Think about that. Think about that. The universe doesn't manifest your life experiences based on other people's opinion. The universe is not looking at you saying, well, sorry, but yeah, this person thinks that you're a selfish piece of shit, so I'm going to have to thump you on the damn head. No, that's not what the universe says. The universe says, yo, shh, fuck what they think. Fuck what they think. I know what your energy is. I know where your intentions are, and I know where your heart is. Your results in life are telling the truth about you. And that's all you need to worry about. All right? Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all still be showing me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. Purchase one of my courses in my School of Self-Mastery, How to Read the Tarot, How to Attract Your Life Partner. And you can also catch my new series, Mastering the Matrix, over on High Vibe TV. Everything is on my website, tarotwithrich.com, and that is in the description of this video. All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.